Hello and welcome to this general reading for the month of April 2018 for Scorpio. This is a tarot reading using the past, present and future spread. So I've already shuffled the cards and I've drawn them out, so we're ready to go. The first card is your past card. So the first card is your past card. This refers to anything that has already happened. So this could have been in March, it could have been earlier in the year. Basically anything that has happened before you're watching this video is represented by the past card. So this month, Scorpio, you have got the Ace of Pentacles for your past. Now I think the imagery on this card looks like two things. Firstly, it looks a little bit like a dream catcher. And secondly, it looks like the cross-section of a tree trunk. So I think this may show the development of your dreams over time. Sometimes dreams take a while to fully form. Ideas can take many years sometimes to finally click in our heads. I feel like there is something really special at the core of you, Scorpio. You have always had this feeling that there's something really great to be achieved within you, but that you just hadn't worked it out yet. I guess this card is saying time will tell. Stop trying to force the end goal and just learn to enjoy the journey. The destination isn't written in stone yet, so you just got to trust in the universe and follow your instinct day by day and be patient. When you see the Ace of Pentacles, it's useful to consider what seeds are you already sowing. So what potential is already taking shape in your life around you, and also what would you like to see take shape? The Ace of Pentacles asks you to be open, to letting healthy, prosperous seeds that you've planted begin to grow. This is like the ideas and things that you have come up with recently, maybe. Just allow them to blossom, give them time and pay attention to them daily. When you're open to things, you're more likely to receive things. So pentacles are associated with money, home and work as well. And the Ace of Pentacles shows that growth comes when you are willing to commit to the nitty-gritty aspects of creation. So good things can really blossom if you take consistent action. And as you take your next steps, cultivate a sense of trust in the process. Things will unfold naturally as you consider to dig deep and really do the work. I feel like you might be prone to seeking results and achievements too quickly, rushing for an end goal too soon. And I think this card is reminding you that good things come to those that wait and work hard. So there's a lot of graft to be done to reach where you want to be. You can't skip the hard work and the process and go straight to the reward. Basically, just stop being lazy and knuckle down. You won't be disappointed if you do. So I don't know, maybe you have a new idea that can expand into something really prosperous. This could be prosperous both spiritually and financially. A new energy is present now. Well, a new energy is present in your past, and it was bringing a fresh outlook to your business life. This new energy could also be that you're embarking on an entirely different journey that you find even more fulfilling than what your path was. So, although you may not know in detail what your vision is, you need to trust that your clear inner little voice is guiding you, and keep trusting in that and carry on. I get the feeling that sometimes as well you might feel like you are lacking. I don't know whether that's in money or in success, but I think you need to ask yourself, are you actually lacking, or are you simply believing that you do not have enough of these things? This card is reminding you that you currently you have within you contain absolutely everything that you need right now. You already have everything that you're looking for. If you wish to create something, you have all that power within you to create whatever it is that you wish to create. If there is something that you want, Don't dream about it anymore. Make it happen, because everything is within you to do that. There's no reason for you to be lazy and just expect it to happen. You need to make it happen. I feel like you've always been a creative. Like, there's always been creativity in you in some form. And maybe look at what once interested you as a child and think about what it was that you dreamt of becoming. I get the feeling that it's something you enjoyed in childhood. Maybe it still exists in your life as a hobby, but maybe you only consider your talents as hobbies, and there's a fear that holds you back from doing what feels most authentic to you, which might be pushing these hobbies forward into, I don't know, maybe more of a mainstream of income or something. I mean, others close to you, people around you, your friends, your family, they might judge you, but there will always be someone who judges you and what you do. You must be courageous and follow what is in your heart. You're the only person that can allow yourself to feel judgment. So judgment can only be experienced within you if you allow the judgment of others to affect you. So don't let it take hold. Don't let any judgment that isn't what your heart is saying stop you from moving forward in the direction that you really, truly have always wanted to move forward in. So the next card is your present card. This card refers to now. Whenever you're watching this video, around this week, this is going to refer to right now. So for the present, Scorpio, you have got the Tower card. Now, I think this card is reminding you again, but this time with more powerful visuals, to try not to force your growth. If you try and skip the steps to success, things will just come crashing down. You've got to let things arrive at the time they were meant to, and all will be okay. But as soon as you try and force your hand, cheat the journey and take a shortcut, you will just end up getting burnt, and you'll have even more work to do trying to rebuild yourself. Stop stressing yourself with the future. You know, does it really matter that you don't know exactly what's going to happen or where you're going to end up? I don't know why you hold such regard for the future. Like, it hasn't happened yet, so you've just got to just be patient and trust that what you're doing today, if you do that well, and then you do tomorrow well, and you consistently bring energy to the things that you want to grow every single day, that they will bring you to where you hope to be. Just got to trust in that. Trust in the day to day. The Tower, it often appears in times of intense shifts and upheavals. So this card, it can also ask you to consider what ways dramatic change in your life could be valuable, even if at first glance it may only seem destructive. In the midst of it, things might feel chaotic, but resisting and fighting against the chaos will only make the blow harder. I mean, this card, the energy in this card, it can often lead you to feel like you're having a bit of a breakdown. But you've got to always... I mean, it depends how you're looking at it, because actually this breakdown might be more of a breakthrough. So, I don't know, there might be a dramatic change. This could be with your career. If there is something that you feel is really unbalancing you or holding you back, then it might be a good idea to make a decision and remove yourself from that situation. You may be experiencing a shake-up so that you can experience a new, more empowering level of awareness. So it's kind of like, maybe you are leaving a job, but you're going to an even better job, or you're leaving a relationship, but you're going to find an even better relationship. I feel like whatever is changing, it's changing for the better. So just remember that and allow the change to happen. This card, it shows moments that are difficult at this time, but when you look back on them, you'll be like, oh, thank goodness that happened. It's definitely something that's changing for the better. You know, like if you get fired from your job, but you'll find an unexpected new career path that brings you greater fulfillment, or someone cheats on you and your relationship breaks down, but then you meet your soulmate. It's going to be something like that, definitely. Sometimes when a change is necessary, though, our egos won't let us make that change. And that's when we experience this card, this Tower. You know, like life is always dynamic. One minute you are strong and solid, and the next you are experiencing chaos. When you look at the bigger picture, you can find order in disorder and a necessity in this chaos. So this isn't something you can prepare for. This is a crumbling of who you think you are based on false ideas that you have. And this can be absolutely terrifying, but it can also be a really exciting time. There's like an internal shedding of these stale remnants and beliefs and ideas that you once gave power to, allowing and like shedding these and getting rid of them will allow your potential to fully bloom brighter now. So whatever this thing was before in your past, this thing that's within you that you've always thought you'd be able to do and you'd be really successful at, this present process, whatever's crumbling away, it's like it's allowing you to break through and maybe finally make these things happen. Order and perfection are not what life is about, and the more you try to make it so, life will push you back until you relax and accept the unknown. This Tower is destroying any false foundations that you've built your life on. The limiting thoughts and behaviours that you have, the things you tell yourself about who you have to be, who you should be, but that isn't who you have to be. It will probably bring up a lot of insecurities and fears will come to light. But allow any negative emotions in this period to arise, and make sure you feel them fully so that they can kind of leave your body and you can move on. You can learn from it and you can move on with a much more positive energy. Allow all that discomfort to be as it is, but know that it's only temporary and it will make you better and stronger for having felt it. So the future card, this is referring to anything that hasn't happened yet. So this could be, if you're watching this at the end of March, it could be sometime in April. It could also be in the months beyond April. So anything that hasn't yet happened is your future. Now, for the future, this month you have got the Moon, Scorpio. So this card is telling me the future is bright. It's brighter than your present, but it's not so bright that you can see everything. I think getting the Moon for your future is very poignant considering what we have just uncovered. The things that you do now, they can hint at a future success. But you have to wait until the future becomes your present to know for sure. When you let your imagination run away with you, you may find yourself getting lost in a shadowy confusion of your unconscious mind. And the Moon is a powerful energy that can make it hard for you to catch your bearings. This can lead to wildly imaginative adventures, and this sometimes can cause confusion and anxiety, but anything is possible. The moonlight, it only shows us part of what we see, so you must uncover the rest by paying a greater attention to the world around you. Speculation of things will only get you so far, and it might get you into more trouble than you would like. Believing in something that doesn't yet exist is quite foolish, and it can make you complacent and not put in the effort you might have done if you were focused on what life looks like right now, rather than the rose-tinted, dreamy future that you hope to inhabit. So, you know what, it's very possible that whatever you are striving for will be your now one day. If anyone can get there, it's you, Scorpio. But in order to get there, you need to focus in the present consistently and do it well over and over. Before you know it, you will be living that desired dream. But don't overwhelm yourself so much that with the thought of success before you have achieved it. Like, this reading is quite consistent in the fact that I feel like you are trying to maybe force progress or skip steps and reach success before you're ready, or before, you know, like I said, anybody that's successful has had a lot of hard graft getting themselves to success. And I feel like there's maybe something within you, not a laziness, but just an impatience where you're just like, oh, you just want the results now, like you don't want to have to wait. But I feel like this entire reading for April is kind of saying, just enjoy each day as it comes and do that day well. And, you know, success will come. If you keep applying energy in the right direction, then anything is possible. And like I say, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be a Scorpio, because you have got guts, you've got determination, you've got this magnetism, and you can attract whatever it is that you desire. I think now's the time to kind of sit down and reflect on the inner workings of yourself. You know, think about this. Why do you try and rush things? Maybe meditate, contemplate, fully allow any emotions that must be felt. You know, contemplation and having that alone time with yourself to really think about your process and what you're doing. Maybe you've overlooked that a little bit before, and, you know, getting to know yourself a little bit better, like, and being really honest with yourself might be really helpful. You know, things are not always as they seem under the light of the moon. Ask yourself, is this thing good for me? Does it feel right? At this time, you might tune into your spirit fully and let this guide you and help navigate you more clearly, like following your gut instinct, paying attention to your initial gut response on things. Sometimes more difficult decisions are the best decisions in the long run, so don't be afraid to take a decision that might feel like a hard decision to make, because it might be a fundamental thing to reach your end goal. Remember to stay observant as well, and don't let your thoughts run away with you. You know, don't jump ahead and try and skip to success, because it's not gonna be helpful to you. It's not gonna progress you any faster. If anything, it will slow you down. If you just do the present really well consistently, then your dream future can become your present. So do today well. Every day's a new page. The book hasn't been written yet. You can write the book exactly as you wish, but just take it page by page. So that is your general reading for April 2018, Scorpio. If you like this general reading and you want to get a general reading every single month from me, then please subscribe to the channel. If you found particular resonance with this reading, then please give it a like and maybe leave a comment, because it's great for me to get feedback. I learn everything with every comment that I receive, and I'll catch you in next month's general reading.